Hi everyone, so not made a video in a while, and that is because I felt a bit sketchy the last video I did. I was a bit worried with the glandular fever thing. It wasn't seeming to shake and I was getting pretty worried, so I focused completely on recovery and I'm back to normal now. I have to say personally that the glandular fever, it was nowhere near as intense as when I had ME, but that may be just because of my lifestyle changes before glandular fever happened, or it could be because of my understanding of how to correct myself now, possibly. So yeah, this video is just about glandular fever recovery and what is it you have to do when you're recovering. And you know, you can let your ego get in the way when it comes to these things, and you can start to try and tell yourself things that aren't going to aid you in recovery, but you kind of push yourself in a direction because you believe it's going to give you recovery. What I mean by that is you can believe that you're going to need to do something extremely drastic or severe or something intense to correct the way you are right now, and anything that seems too simplistic, that can't be right. It can't be so simple to achieve recovery. So yeah, I was feeling a bit shaky. Probably took a good 2-3 months to shake the glandular fever, and personally that's from my own stupid stubbornness and mistakes. Too early on I was like, right, I'm sick of not exercising. It had been 3 weeks and I was like, right, I'm going to exercise. And that was probably the worst thing I could have done because it really hindered my recovery. And I did that a couple of times, and it's funny how you forget where you've been. You know, when I was recovering before I started my YouTube channel, I really was patient. I didn't push anything. I accepted where I was, and I just accepted the situation and just did the best I could, and just worked with my body. I listened to my body. This time round maybe it's because I've been ill. I was ill for such a long period in my life that to be ill again was just unacceptable. And you see, I let my ego get in the way, and it took me longer to recover than it should have. So yeah, I stepped back from technology. I started going to bed earlier. I wasn't successful every night, but the majority of nights I was going to bed early. I started meditating again. I started just accepting that this may be for the next 6 months, just accepting my situation. Got back to my proper diet, getting off gluten, eating whole healthy foods, just minimizing my consumption of bad foods as much as possible. Exceptions, I didn't feel like I had to be 100% as strict as I was recovering from ME, but generally it was early nights, gluten-free, and then with all the like meditation and accepting situation and everything, and just patience and consistency. Like, without consistency you have nothing. You really have nothing, whether it's learning an instrument, building muscle, or recovering from a chronic illness. You have nothing without consistency, so you have to understand that. So yeah, I'm back, and I've got a list of comments that I'm going to make videos about. I might take my GoPro out and start doing videos that way. Again, it's more interesting scenery than my bedroom. And yeah, just thought I'd do an introduction video. I'm back, and I'm completely recovered from glandular fever. The main things, I'll quickly just say, the main things that made me realise I'd recovered and I could go back to exercising was I went for a walk, and the next day I didn't feel worse for it. The next day I had a little jog and I didn't feel worse for it, and that's when I was like, right, my body's okay again. Some interesting things I notice are just little signs in your body that you can really kind of understand where your body's at. And if I had any trouble gripping or any trouble feeling a bit weak just doing that, rest, 100%. Any indication of weakness or tiredness or anything like that was just an indication that I should be resting, and that's what I did. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.